Hi, everyone. Welcome at the Idea China event to Improving Immune Function. I'm Peter Twist, and I'm with Coach Jimmy translating, and we're both very thrilled to be here with you today.
欢迎各位同学来到我们 Idea China 这一堂改善免疫功能的课程我们非常开心的能够让大家一起团聚在这边。
In improving our immune function, we're going to look at a modern, holistic 360-degree program. Holistic refers to both complete, as in 360-degree, and natural.
好，那我们这堂课呢，要跟大家讨论一下如何透过现代化以及360度，也就是全方位的包含了各个层面的一些手段，来增加我们免疫系统的一些方式。
And the environment that I'm in, you can see a picture with a tree in the background, and the tree is full of life and strength.
所以大家可以看到我现在背景后面的这个画是树的这个照片，那这个树代表的就是生命以及力量。
This is an office in my original Twist Performance and Wellness Center where we have both training and health and medicine.
那昨天大家看到，如果前面几堂课大家有参与的话，我都是在我的家里面。那今天这个地点呢，是在我训练中心的办公室。
I'm in our doctor's office with great medical charts all over the wall about producing a healthy body.
那我们的这个训练中心，这个办公室，楼下是训练中心，那楼上呢，我们包含了很多综合医疗以及身心灵康复的一些课程还有活动，所以我的这个办公室里面都有一些，比如像是那个东方的草药啊、花啊或者之类能够疗愈的一些东西。
Society in North America, the government in North America, we have what we call Western doctors that are traditional doctors and is more on pharmacology, prescribing pharmaceuticals.
那在北美呢，我们有所谓的西方的家庭医师，那这种医师呢，他会用所谓的综合疗法，它配合了一些的营养物质啊，或者是一些额外的补充剂来综合的帮助我们维持身体健康。
And at Twist, we have naturopathic physicians who utilize all of the different natural elements that are within our control to get to the root cause and try and improve the healthfulness of our whole system.
而在我们 Twist 的训练中心呢，我们也有专人雇用在这边，然后他会使用我们刚刚提到一些结合了东西方的医学模式的所有的内容，来帮助我们的运动员以及我们的会员能够得到一个训练之后的恢复以及健康的提升。
I'm really, really pleased to bring this presentation to you with the professionals in the audience and trainers and coaches, fitness and sport leaders. You work very hard. You yourself are under stress, and you are as effective as your own health.
所以我今天非常开心的把这堂课带给大家，因为在座各位要不是专业的健身教练，要不是专业的体能教练，要不是专业的团课教练，其实我们不断在训练我们的会员的同时，我们也不断的在做消耗，所以我们更应该要有责任照顾好我们自己的身体。只有我们自己，因为我们是我们自己的商品，只有我们自己照顾的好了，那我们才有能力给予会员更好的服务。
As you'll discover in our time together today, as a coach and trainer, there's many things natural to your environment as a coach and trainer that can help your clients be healthier and sustain their health. But this is also for you. I'm sharing this to help take care of you.
好，那在我们今天这堂课里面，你会发现我们可以利用很多的自然的资源以及自然的环境来帮助我们的会员在高强度训练以后能够有充足的方式能够恢复。那同时这堂课也是献给 在座所有的专业教练，让我们在长时间的工作当中不会一直感觉到疲劳。
One of the themes that we always have is don't just make the team. I receive applicants, job applicants, people wanting to join Twist. And we always say, don't just make the team, don't aspire to make the team, come in and make the team stronger.
好，那他不断都会有受到一些从全世界各地来的一些专业的教练，想要加入。他们有投履历到 Twist， 希望能够加入他们的团队。那他的哲学就是，他不仅仅只是要打造一个团队，他还必须要让这个团队更强大。
There's many forms of strength. We can do bench press, Olympic lifting, squats, and measure our strength.
那我们怎么样的肌力啊？我们过去有很多的提升肌力有很多的方法，比如说你可以做深蹲啊、硬拉呀、或者是比如奥举的这些训练动作啊，都能够提升我们的肌肉力量。
Today we're going to build strength from the inside out.
那今天呢，我们要讨论的是由内而外的肌力提升。
It's interesting, this photo that I selected to kick off the lecture to you is at an IDEA conference in San Diego, California, where we're circled up together, getting our mindset strong.
那我今天要用大家看到这个照片呢是之前我在 IDEA 在 San Diego 的那个IDEA 大会当中的其中一堂课，就是我让所有的学员集合起来，在开始的时候先设立我们正确的心态。那我今天也是用这张照片送给大家，让我们现在开始调整我们的心态。
Some of the English words at the top say, be ready, give energy, the opportunity is now.
那大家可以看到我们在这个图片上面的几个字 ，be ready， 时刻准备好 ，give energy 就是你要随时的投入你自己在任何的挑战当中，还有活在当下。
So these are our mindset to be strong, our mindset to be better from the inside out. The healthier we are, our world is unlimited.
这最重要的是先让我们的心态调整好，只要我们心态强大，只要我们心态是积极正面的，那你看任何事情都会是积极正面的。
This is my home and what I call my creative lab. I do research out of Twist and do research out of the University of British Columbia, but I create the methods and techniques out in nature where I can think more creatively. It also helps aid my health.
那大家可以看到是我在温哥华住所的后院，它是一个自然环境，我把它称之为创意的实验室，因为在这边我可以用的实际上的训练工具很少，所以我就必须在这个自然环境当中那个大脑风暴创造出很多训练动作出来。
Now I'm determined to outwork everyone, and I'll do whatever it takes to outwork everyone. But along the way, I'm also thinking, what positively impacts my body? What positively impacts my mind? What positively impacts my health and my spirit? And that is the path that I try and take, the activities I try and do, and the people that I associate with.
好，那我们平常不断思考，比如说怎么样提升我们自己跟会员的外在的一些比如说像是身体维度啊、肌肉大小啊或肌肉力量，但是现在我不断思考的是，我有没有什么能力提升我的心智？我有没有什么能力提升我的整体的身体状况？我有什么能力提升我的健康状况？或是我有什么方法提升我的性灵？那我希望现在这个就是能够由内在跟外在同时的提升。
And in Canada, quite often, we have a good winter, like lots of China does, especially the north part of China. I'm a single father with two beautiful daughters and a handsome husky dog. We really try and live when we can in the outdoors, being active for an active, healthy, positive lifestyle.
大家可以看到，这是温哥华。那我目前是一个单亲爸爸，然后图片里面这是我2个女儿，美丽动人的女儿跟我帅气的二哈 Bruno。那大家可以看到，这是温哥华在北美，冬天都非常冷，就跟中国的北方一样，每年都会有大雪。那不管天气怎么样，我们都让我们尽可能的在户外参与一些活动。那跟大自然多接触，有助于提升我们的精神方面的一些健康。
And back when travel was much more open, as it will be again, I host fitness leadership mountain retreats where I help mentor and build leaders, help improve fitness coaching technique, and do a lot of our work out in the mountains.
那现在因为疫情暂时中断，那我希望之后很快能够再重新开始。那就是说我常常会在温哥华的深山里面举办所谓的教练领导力课程。我们会花好几天的时间在深山里面，在湖边的环境，然后指导大家教学的技巧、教学的口令，或者是一些内心的探索。
And before I go any further, I want to make sure that I thank Idea China for organizing this event and moving us into a virtual community where we can learn and share together. I'm really excited to be here on their behalf today.
那在我们正式开始之前，我还是要再次的感谢 Idea China， 让我们今年也许因为疫情没有办法过来中国，但是他们能够很快的把我们 Idea China 的盛会搬到线上，让我们仍然有机会可以跟大家一起见面。
And I will tip my hat, which is to compliment and show respect for Peter and Kathy Davis, pictured here, who are the founders of Idea USA that began about 40 years ago.
那我这边也要对Idea World 的2个创办人是 Peter and Kathy Davis， 这2位是在40年之前创办了Idea World 的这个全世界最大的健身盛会，然后把所有全世界最精英的教练集合在一起。
Let's move right into the meat of the lecture. And number one.
好，那我们先
Go ahead, Jimmy. Sorry, yeah.
那现在我们先第一个先跟大家讨论一下一切是怎么开始的。
We want to look at everything that's within our control for enhancing our immune system.
那我们要开始来探讨说，怎么样我们可以让我们的健康还有我的免疫系统都在我们自己十足的掌控之中。
That's in alignment with our twist philosophy that says, today I will give everything I have. What I keep inside, I lose forever. That means if I don't show up my best and try my best, I don't get that opportunity back again. This is a missed opportunity today.
所以第一件事呢，我先分享一下，这是我们写在大家图片看到写在我们的 Twist 训练中心入口的墙上的一句格言，就是今天我如果没有100%全力付出的话，那些我有所保留的，我将会永远失去。那意思就是我如果今天没有尽全力的抓住每一个机会，那有可能这个机会稍纵即逝，之后我再也没有我可能就此错过了。所以勉励大家就是不管是在你做任何时候都要能够全力以赴。
And we focus on how we show up. Of course, we want to be ourselves and genuine and authentic, but we do want to show up positive and respectful and kind for other people. And we want to show up with our full, robust health so that we can give our best.
好，首先是我们讲的是你是如何出现的。我们讲出现是当你出现在你的会员或出现在公司里面的时候，你是怎么样的一个形象？我们当然希望我们在出现在别人面前，或者我们在工作出现在公司的时候，你会是非常正面的，非常有精力的，非常自信满满的，然后非常有活力的开始我们每一天的工作。
All right, part of my background in looking at performance and looking at health is coaching for 11 years professionally in the National Ice Hockey League.
那我过去的工作经验是我在职业冰球队担任了11年的体能训练教练。
My players trained hard, they competed hard, they traveled a lot, they were overscheduled in too many games. All of that is stress on the body. The body just recognizes all of that as stress.
所以在过去10多年之中，我带我的所有的运动员到处征战，所以他们他们有高强度的训练，然后有竞争力非常大的比赛，然后到处为了比赛每个城市之间穿梭。那同时他们的心理也有非常非常大的一些那个挑战，所以这些都是对于身体而言，身体会辨识到这些是不同的压力源。
And we trained hard, and that can improve the body, but inside your cells, they only recognize that as stress.Exercise is stress. It's artificial stress imposed on the body to produce positive adaptations. We might get stronger and fitter, but the body receives it as stress.
那我们都知道，我们在健身房里面，我们严格的训练，我们刻苦的训练，我们知道透过大强度的训练，身体会对强度产生一个反应，所以我们会变强壮，这是大家都知道的。但是在我们的单一细胞里面，他根本不知道现在身体遭受了什么，他只能意识外来讯息告诉他这是个压力，所以他必须对外来的压力做出一些反馈。那透过一些代谢，我们结果是变强壮，但是对于单一最小的身体单位来讲，这是一个外来的人造加诸的压力。
So that stress can depress, lower the immune system's ability. So I paid particular attention on restoring their immune system up to its highest level.
那我们都知道，压力会暂时性的下降我们的身体功能以及免疫系统，所以我的最主要的功能以及目的就是想办法让我们的身体在遭受压力身体状况暂时下降了以后，能够100%再把我的状况完全调整回来。
And also, and this is very important for those of you that coach and train athletes and all of your fitness clients, whatever you're doing in the gym, whatever you're doing in sport practice, the healthier, the more robust and vibrant the cellular platform, the cellular landscape inside the body, the more benefits you're going to get from the training and the practice that you do, the better your body is going to adapt and grow.
所以这对于教练还有不管是对于教练跟会员、运动员来讲，都是一样重要。就是不管我们在健身房或者是在体育竞赛场上，对于身体有多大冲击，那适当的压力对于身体来讲是一种能够再推进往上的一个原动力。只要我们知道如何能够把在身体承受这些压力了以后，透过适当的方式，再让身体完全克服这些压力，身体水平往上回弹的话，我们就会变得越来越健康，越来越强壮。
So in that way, your best health is performance enhancing.
所以如果可以做得到的话，我们的健康还有我们的运动表现都能够不断的往上再进步。
And of course, if you're sick, if your immune system cannot fight off foreign substances that enter the body and you get sick, that means you're on the sidelines. You're sick and you're not training. You can't improve when you're on the sidelines.
所以那比如说，如果你生病了，那你的整个免疫系统跟身体状况就会下降。那在你疾病的当下，其实你什么也做不了，就好像是你被迫打入冷宫，打到那个板凳球员上面，你只能坐在场边看着人家在比赛场上冲锋陷阵，但是你什么忙都帮不上。
And myself individually, I've had my hands on helping out over 700 professional and Olympic athletes or made most valuable players from the North American Major League Professional Sports. And all of the athletes, it doesn't matter their sport, they're exerting themselves 100%. So again, stress on the body is high. The importance of a healthy, robust immune system is vital.
好，那我在过去的11年之间，我不止在职业冰球队，我在全世界各地，我协助了超过700个职业运动员参与他们比赛，当中有4个还得到了年度的最有价值球员。那这些因为都是顶尖的精英运动员，他们比赛的成绩都非常高，所以他们在训练跟比赛都100%投入。那反过来说呢，他们这些比赛跟训练对他们的身体压力也非常非常大，所以他除了训练他们之外，最重要的是必须把他们的免疫系统在每一次比赛或者是训练结束以后，在最短时间之内能够再拉回来。
All right. In the English language, each of these words starts with the letter M, and they form a system and a philosophy of coaching that I deliver to each athlete.
好，接下来呢，我分享一下，这是我的在我过去10多年来，我对于所有运动员训练当中的原则。那我们这个5大原则在英文里面都是以 M 的这个单字作为开头，所以我这是5M。
Number one is mindset, and certainly there's a mindset of I can do it so that they go for their aspirations, but a lot of mindset is staying positive, and we know a positive mindset affects our biology favorably.
好，第一个是心智，其实这个心智我们用这边翻译的是用智慧的智，但是也可以用志气的志。最重点就是你的心态，我们希望在准备要接受挑战，这个挑战也许训练或者是比赛的时候，你的心态应该要维持一个正面积极的态度来看待你即将要面临的挑战。
Now I want to inspire them to raise their motivation so that they can really train discipline to build more muscle and more skilled movement.
那最重要的是，我希望能够透过激励来强化他们的动机，因为如果一个人动机强大，你更有可能在训练当下建构更多的肌肉。你如果动机强大，你又更有可能达到完美的动作模式。
But we don't always train hard, and I include what's under a meditation pillar, which is a lot around grounding and restoration. We can't always be up here. We need to bring the athletes down here so they have the time to restore, and our immune system function is a system that requires a nice balance in the body.
好，那最后一个 M 是冥想。那我们知道我们在高强度训练的时候，身体的状况是拉到最高点的，但是我们不可能永远把我们身体身心灵状况都维持在这个很嗨的最高点，这种消耗，所以我们必须要取得平衡。所以我在训练里面的最大一个环节是冥想。冥想就是我会让所有人躺在地上，然后使用呼吸法，使用正念的思考，让他们把他们所有的思绪啊，还有一些身体状况能够再拉回来，然后取得一个平衡。
Okay, being about immune system, and our immune system is about staying healthy. There's 4 metrics that I want everything I do with my fitness clients. They may have some very specific goals, sport goals, business goals, relationship goals. They might want better abdominals and bigger biceps, but everything must also add up to their 4 top goals, which is being more peaceful, more positive, healthier and happier.
好，那不管我们的会员他们有一些什么样的训练的目标，比如说他有可能是希望他提升他比赛成绩，有可能是希望让他们手背的维度粗一点，有的人可能是希望看到他腹部有6块或者8块。那每一个人不管怎么样，他的目标不同，但是我们都是追寻的4大支柱，跟我们 Twist 的4大支柱。第一个，你要保持心理的平和感，然后心态要正面积极，那不管你追求什么目标，健康是最大的前提，然后每天你要保持愉悦跟快乐开心的这个心情。
Now, I would suggest for anyone that thinks that those aren't 4 top important goals, then they must, instead of peaceful, positive, healthy, happy, they must believe that producing hateful, negative, sick, and depressed would be the path that they're on. You're either on one path or the other. Nothing happens automatically. There's not really a lot of middle ground.
好，重点是很多东西你如果不主动追求，它不但不会自动出现，反而你会让反面的东西占据，被反面的事物占据。比如说你如果没有刻意追求平和、心态积极、健康跟快乐开心的话，反过来说你自然而然的你会被一些纷乱、负面，然后一些疲劳跟一些焦虑所占据。所以这些东西是你要主动出击去拥有，而不是你坐在那边没事你就认为这是一个平和，但你不知不觉你就会被一些负面的磁场越带越远。
And scientific research does show that being peaceful, positive, and happy helps not only our immune system, but we can measure the physical structure of our cells and they improve.
好，那根据科学，已经有非常非常多的科学文献研究出来，因为我们讲的积极、和平、健康、开心这种心态方面，但是已经有很多科学研究，如果你的心态好，心态正面，你让自己快乐，可以直接的提升你的免疫系统，而且不止这样，在我们的细胞结构上面也能有正面的一些强化，包含了骨骼以及肌肉或者其他各方面都能够正面的帮助。
And being healthy is not just a general statement, because important to note, our immune system isn't one thing or one ingredient in the body. Our immune system is a complex communication system with many different ingredients to it, and it's reliant on the healthfulness of our entire body.
所以我们讲健康健康不是一句话说说而已，那健康必须是一种实际上的状态，而身体的健康状态你不能只看一个面向，因为身体的健康是非常复杂的，它牵涉到了很多东西交互的影响，所以我们就必须打造一个真正完整，在每一个方面都很理想的健康状态。
So we're going to talk about setting yourself up for success. And the best way you can predict the future is to create it. There's no 100% guarantee that we can have perfect health and the highest immune system. But when we implement all the things under control, then we are advantaging ourselves the very best we can for success.
好，那接下来呢，有一句非常重要的话，就是你要为你的成功做好准备。那下面这句话是非常非常有利的，就是我们都知道未来是不可知，未来是不可预测的。那 你要怎么样准备好你的未来？你自己创造属于你自己的未来，这就是你能够100%控制在你手上的。所以你的未来就是靠现在来开始创造。
Now, I don't know about you, but you probably agree that life is short. Life is short. I don't want to lose too many days to being sick and on the sidelines. I want to be in life participating. Ideally, I'd like to feel my best. When I feel my best, I can achieve more and I can just enjoy the day.
那我想大家应该都同意，生命是苦短嘛，所以既然生命是这么的短暂，我完全不希望我的有生的任何的时间是比如说坐在病床上，坐在轮椅上去度过的。我希望我的有生之年的每一天，我都元气十足，活力满满，我能够去做任何我想要做、我喜欢做的事，这样才不辜负了老天给予我们这寿命的最大的用意。
So what we're going to focus on is natural health, the things that are within our control, the things that we as practitioners can turn to, and the things that our clients as general public and athletes can also turn to.
那我们现在所要专注的焦点是自然的健康。那自然的健康就是透过一些很自然的方式，帮助我们或帮助我们的会员来提升他们的整体的健康状况。那身为健身专业人士呢，这是我们必须要了解的一点。
I'll just make note of interest. You know, I'm in Vancouver. My office and my performance and wellness center is in Vancouver, a beautiful cosmopolitan city. But just north of the city is this is Pacific Ocean in the picture. This is an inlet that is the street to my home. So you come to visit me, you either have to be a really good swimmer or find a boat. And I will come and pick you up with my boat, and we can have a nice ride up here.
好，那他非常的欢迎大家有空到他温哥华的家里面去看看他。那大家在看到这个图片里面，是他从他家在山坡上从窗户照出去的一个景象。那温哥华是在加拿大北边，然后这个图片里面这不是湖哦，这是太平洋的一小部分，所以它是在一个海湾里面。所以你如果要到温哥华他家里面去看他的话，首先你要到海湾的一个小港口，然后要不呢你很会游泳，你就跳下海去，从海湾的另外一边游到他家，要不你就在那个码头上面等他开着他的小船来载你过去。
Part of my focus is youth as well. Some of you, you know, do you train kids? Do you train youth? And giving them a head start is important. How do we advantage them to a head start? Your clients, as parents are very interested in giving their kids a head start.
那不知道各位在座各位有多少人是专门在训练青少年或孩童的？那我们都知道，我们的家长非常希望我们小孩的那个运动习惯跟运动能力从小就开始培养，让每个小孩的运动状况跟健康状况呢都能够在小时候就领先别人一步。
Now, I want to make a statement with this on the right. This might look a little bit funny to you. This is a clown that's being carried away by 2 police officers.
那我解释一下，我们在右边的这个图片哦，这个图片看起来是非常有趣，就是一个大家熟悉的穿小丑的一个服装的一个人被2个警察带走了。
Now, I'm going to make this as a general statement overall, and I'll refer to North American society on that side. But it's important to remember that we don't live in a society that's an economy that's monetizing health. We live in a society that's monetizing sickness.
那这个照片呢，是一个对我们北美社会的一个非常非常讽刺的一个照片，因为我们现在知道，特别是在一些已经成长发达中的国家，像美国、加拿大 这个社会不是在追寻这个商业模式，不是追寻健康，反过来说，所有的商业模式是在驱使人家追寻不健康。
There are a million examples, and they become so common, we just start to overlook them as normal.
那就是因为有很多不合理的状况发生，然后我们在这个环境久了以后，我们反而觉得，哎，这些东西好像是蛮合理的。
So, from my observation, McDonald's sells very unhealthy food, and they want to sell it at a price that's inexpensive. So it really helps what we call factory farms flourish. Factory farms are where billions of animals are tortured and drugged and fed growth hormones to make them grow faster, bigger, so that cheap meat can be made available.
好，那因为我们图片中这个小丑的装扮，大家应该非常熟悉，就是我们的人类最好朋友麦当当。但他认为麦当劳是这世界上最无良、最黑心的那个食品工业公司，因为他们因为这些素食产业，除了他们素食主打是我在最短时间就能把你吃的东西准备好之外，他们的农场也是想办法要在最短的时间之内，把他们所需要的一些那个食物的原料，能够集中成长出来。所以在他们比如说他们养的鸡啊、养的牛啊，第一个很多小的动物集中在一个很小的空间，让养育他们，基本上就对他们是有折磨。然后很多的他们养的一些那个家禽啊或之类的都有施打了很多的激素，让他们赶快成长。所以这些食物基本上这些原料就是不健康的。
So I have no problem as also a nutritionist saying that factory farms are prevalent in North America, and the meat is sick and the meat is tortured, and we eat that, and its cells become our cells that our immune system functions off of.
所以现在美国也有很多专业的营养科学家会这么认知的，比如说你吃的牛肉啊，你吃的炸鸡啊，这些是被非常不人道的方式所饲养，然后被打了激素或之类的，所以这些肉、这些鸡啊、牛啊本身它是不快乐、不健康的，它被制成汉堡跟炸鸡以后吃到我们人体，那它们的这些肉类进入我们人体，变成我们身体的一部分，所以我们自然而然也会被它们影响整个健康状况，还有精神的状况会被拖下水。
Now stay with me. This is really important for you to be a leader.
好，所以大家仔细听啊，对身为健康领导人的我们来说，下面这些是非常非常重要的。
Straight up, the food in McDonald's is unhealthy. It's crap.
好，大家跟我大声念一遍：麦当劳的汉堡是垃圾，麦当劳的那个汉堡是粑粑。
And so what's their marketing strategy? Part of their business plan is to utilize a clown that gives and clown and toys so that they can attract young kids in to eat their very unhealthy food.
所以你想想，那个麦当当的销售策略是什么？他们的那个logo 就是一个色彩缤纷的小丑，感觉平易近人。然后再来，他们在麦当劳里面同时有贩售玩具，借以吸引我们的青少年跟小朋友。
I don't think that's very admirable as a business.
他不认为这是一个非常正面、非常好的营销方式。
The reason I bring that up is just one example is that is a lot of our society, which means you have to look after your own health. You have to define your own program. You have to define your own path that's more oriented around sustaining your health.
所以为什么我会这么强调这个？我希望大家能够有 创造你自己的健康模式，创造你自己的训练内容，创造你自己维持你生活行为习惯的一些想法，因为我们必须先照顾好我们自己。
All right. With that, and you're to help you own the process, we'll talk about restoring and elevating your immune system function to keep you healthy.
好，那接下来我们要讨论一下，我们怎么样来恢复，甚至进一步提高我们的免疫系统的功能，来让我们过得更加的健康。
We know many things depress or lower our immune system's ability. So we want to be able to restore it and raise it back up to its fullest capabilities.
那我们大家知道，在日常生活当中，我们有来自各式各样乱七八糟的压力源，这些压力源加注在人体身上的时候，会暂时的让我们的免疫系统正常功能下降。那我们现在就要清楚的知道，我们要如何把免疫系统拉回正常水平，甚至是不是有办法让我们免疫系统的功能能够再提高。
I'm going to borrow from fitness, which is sometimes we do, especially in the area of physique training and bodybuilding and fitness competitions. We have a before and an after picture. This is me when I was skinnier or fatter, and after, this is me when I'm bigger, stronger, leaner, and I'm showing my improvement.
那我们在比如说，因为现在绝大多数的健身产业，大家还是很熟悉，比如像是外形啊、健美啊，或者是维度改变之类，所以我们常常在网络上面看到会有人贴，哎，这是我的之前跟锻炼前跟锻炼后的照片，我之前瘦不拉几跟鬼一样，你现在有多壮，或者是我之前胖的跟什么一样，哎，我现在有多瘦多结实，所以这些是我们常常看到的。
Now, this before and after, though, is more how your clients come in. A lot of your clients that sign up to start with you probably at some point in their life were here, but when they come to see you, they're in their before is great, their after is not as good, and they're coming in to see you because they need to train to get back up to as good as they used to be.
而相反的，我们在健身产业有时候看到，有些会员他给你看，他原来的照片是很好，但是现在变得很糟糕，所以他们来寻找教练帮助的最主要的原因就是看看你有没有办法帮助他们把他们的状况提升到他们之前给你看的那个样子一样。
This was my own personal example of a before and after picture. On your left-hand side was me feeling good and strong, and the after photo is only a few weeks later.
好，那我现在跟大家分享一下我个人经验哦。那我们看到这个照片的左手边的照片是我在这时候是我一生当中觉得我最有力、体能最好，然后精神状况最佳的这个时机。但是我们大概右手边的这个照片呢，是短短的几个礼拜之后。
Now, I have a very strong immune system. I never get colds, and gosh, it's been 10 or 15 years at least since I've had the flu.
好，那我自认为我的免疫系统非常非常强，我的体力也非常好，我甚至我有记忆，我在15年之间几乎没有感过任何的冒，或者是生过任何的病。
But what I did get was stage 4 cancer.
但是突然之间我被诊断出来，我得到了第4期的一个癌症。
I had a tumor, a cancer tumor, about the size of a baseball that was lodged in my neck, and also with many other tumors that were in my brain stem, my face, my mouth, my ears, and in my chest.
所以突然被诊断出来，我的右喉咙这边长了一个，大家在下面看到跟这个球一样大的肿瘤。不但这个肿瘤在我的喉咙上面，而且它也扩散到我的鼻子、我的脸，甚至我的大脑，就在这个位置。
Now, I had highest levels chemotherapy, highest levels radiation. Those treatments attack the cancer cells, but they also destroy the inside of my healthy tissues. And chemotherapy is known to suppress your immune system.
那大家知道得了癌症以后呢，我做了非常多的化疗跟放疗。那这些化疗跟放疗呢，它能够针对性的杀死癌细胞，但是相对的，它又会把我身体好的细胞一同杀死。所以在我接受癌症治疗的这一段时间呢，我的免疫系统直直的往下掉。
So part of the overall strategy or program that I designed was to help restore and increase my immune system, even when I'm under attack from cancer and receiving chemotherapy, so that I can try and have as healthy a body as possible, helping me heal and repair and rebuild.
所以，即便我在跟癌症对抗，或者在接受化疗的这个过程当中呢，我仍然在不断思索，我要怎么样在这个过程当中提升我的免疫系统。只有我的免疫系统提升了以后呢，我才有足够的体力来应付化疗之后的副作用以及让身体赶快从癌症的那个后遗症当中站起来。
Fortunately, I'm blessed to have some better before and after photos. This was before, during cancer, and this is current day where I've been able to rebuild and return to health.
接下来呢，我又有给大家分享一个更好的之前跟之后的照片。那左边呢是我正在接受癌症的化疗，那右边呢我已经完全康复了。所以这是我战胜癌病以后的身体状况。
So looking at now the program for restoring and enhancing and elevating your immune system, I'm going to stick to things that are very practical and very actionable for you.
所以为了要恢复我的免疫系统，以及提高我的免疫系统，所以我做的策略呢，也跟大家分享，就是这个策略是第一个要很实用，第二个是你的确是可以做得到的，是你可以行动的。
And we want to focus on how can we sustain a high level. We don't want to be healthy and a high immune system just for a little bit, or maybe for one contest or one competition. We'd like to be at our best 365 days a year and year after year to enjoy that healthfulness.
那我们最大的重点是，我们希望维持我们的体能跟健康水平，不是只有为了一场比赛，或者是为了一次的挑战。我们希望是我们一年365天，身体的状况都是高水平，而且年复一年，年复一年，它是可维持的，这个策略才是有意义的。
Of course, our immune system, it's called an immune system because it's truly a system. There's many different components to it, and that must be produced and organized and communicate together so that those ingredients can fight off sickness, can fight off viruses and bacteria and illness to help us sustain our well state.
所以我们讲免疫系统，既然是系统，它就是一个很复杂的，有多种构成组成成分的一个统称。所以当我们在身体在面对一些病毒啊或者一些外来的细菌的时候，我们这些免疫系统下面所有的 组成的成分呢，都会贡献一己之力，帮助我们战胜病毒或战胜一些疾病。
Right. And so remember, my example before encouraged you to own the process, define your own program. It's fully up to you.
所以记得我刚刚分享我过去生病的这个故事呢，就是要勉励大家，跟大家说，你所有的过程都是取决于你自己。你想要达成什么样的目标，你想要成为一个什么样的人，你希望有一些对自己有一些什么样的期许，那都是取决于你目前自己对于现实的认清以及未来的掌握。
Now, all of you lead other people, whether you're a trainer, coach, teacher, therapist, doctor, other health professionals, sport, fitness professionals, you lead other people.
那我们在座各位应该都算是一个领导者，因为你要不是健身教练，要不是体能训练师，要不是物理治疗师或康复师，基本上我们都不断的在引领我们的客户以及会员。
But the top leader, the top person you need to lead is yourself. I like to say a leader of one, a leader of many. If you don't lead one, you can't lead any.
但是我要跟大家讲的是，你最重要应该领导的人就是你自己。如果你连自己都没有办法领导的很好的话，你根本没有办法再去引导别人迈向健康。所以我们必须先顾好我们自己。
What that means is if you're healthy and at your strongest and at your best and you prioritize that, then you can give your best and lead others most effectively.
那如果你能够照顾好你自己，你每天的体能、精神状况都是在一个非常理想100%的一个水平，当然你就能够在健身房里面给予你的客户、给予你的会员100%的服务，帮助他们也变得更好。
So this is about living life on your terms, and I'll define what that means. And to get towards that, we focus on better every day. I've got an actual band that says better every day.
那我们鼓励大家呢，你要按照自己的节奏生活，不要因为任何外来的事情而打乱。而且我们的中心目标呢是要 better every day， 就是每天进步一点点，每天都要变得更好。这是我手环上面有中文、英文写的这个格言。
And these are the things with my clients that are their top desires to live life on their terms.
这个是我希望我的会员，包含了我自己，都每天能够铭记在心的一些内心的欲望。
Their goals include having more energy and being in a better mood with their mind much more clear.
那希望我们每天能够有更多源源不尽、用之不绝的能量，然后每天都能有一个非常良好的心情，然后我们每天的思考清晰度都能维持在一个最佳状态。
They want their body to be muscular and strong, but they want also the inside of their body to be healthy and resilient.
那除了我们希望我们的外在，比如说肌肉越来越大，然后体型越来越好看之外，我们也希望从内在来提升我们的健康，或者我们的生命会更加的有韧性。
Looking younger, feeling fresh, having more passion, and just feeling more alive are common goals of my clients.
所以希望大家能够看起来越来越年轻，然后每天都像是崭新的一天，你能够维持一个新鲜的心情，然后对每一件事更有激情，然后感觉更有活力。所以这是对于我的每一个会员都是这样子要求他们能够维持这样的一个状态。
How many of you would want this whole checklist? Would you love this whole checklist just to move up one step? I'll take all of that.
那我们在图片上面为各位列出来的，大家有哪一个是你哪一项是你觉得最想要的吗？我自己认为我每个都要。
And we do want to move up a step because as Justin Morneau, who's baseball's most valuable player a few years ago, as I'm coaching him, he said in the media, look, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse.
那这是我几年之前在训练一个职棒选手啊，他曾经得到了当年的最有价值的球员，这是一个报纸的报道，体育版。然后他讲了一句话，我觉得非常好。然后那报纸有刊登出来，就是如果你不进步的话，你就是在退步。
Now let's talk about building wealth. And at Twist, our health is our top wealth.
好，那我们现在讨论一下所谓的健康，在 Twist 我们的价值观里面，你最大的财富就是你的健康。
Now, many people would say health is not the top wealth. Money and finance is the top wealth.
那也许有人还说，金钱才是我最大的财富，或者是财务状况才是我最大的财富。
But you ask every wealthy, rich person who gets seriously sick, and they'll say health is their top wealth.
那如果你去问一些全世界上最有钱的有钱人，然后如果他们刚好他们在生病的状态之下，你问他最重要的那个财富是什么，他会跟你讲健康还是健康。
A philosophy says a man who has his health can have 1,000 dreams.
那有一句话是这么说的，如果一个有健康的人，如果一个健康状况良好的人，他会拥有1000个梦想。
But he who does not have his health has but one dream.
那如果一个不健康的人呢，他就只剩下一个梦想。
In society today, at 40 years old, a young 40 years old, 80% of people already have at least one illness.
那在现今的社会中，这是全球的一个状况，光是
That would be things like obesity, cancer, heart disease, depression, diabetes.
那目前我们在全世界大概光是到40岁的人，平均身体已经有至少一项以上的健康问题，包含了肥胖，包含了癌症，包含了糖尿病，包含了高血压等等。
Just 1 in 10 kids get enough daily exercise.
那在世界上，只有1/10的青少年跟小朋友每天有充分的时间运动。
And I always brag about China because China's doing such great things for the environment, producing, I think, more solar panels than the rest of the world combined, and building some amazing architecture that is LEEDs, LEEDs, LEED standard environmental sustainability.
好，那他认为在中国在这方面做得蛮好的，因为中国在过去几年当中不断的想办法降低环境的一些污染啊，或者做一些那个公共的一些那个方针，想办法净化我们的环境。
But overall, the world is more toxic. Our soils are depleted of nutrients, and we produce polluted and nutrient-lean foods.
但是很遗憾的，在以全世界来讲，这个世界的污染源越来越多，包含了空气啊，包含了海洋啊，或包含了种种，都是因为人为工业产生的一些化学元素，然后排出到大自然环境里面，导致这个地球越来越乌烟瘴气。
And our screen time has increased. More smartphones, laptops, video games, office work, and all of those can be enjoyable and bring many benefits, but it does make us more sedentary.
所以，而且我们使用3C 产品，我们坐在电脑前面，坐在手机前面的时间反而越来越长。不管你在上班也好，你在打游戏也好，你在追剧也好，总之我们对于这些 数码产品的依赖度越来越高，反而造就了我们久坐少动的不良生活形态越来越严重。
You can see what you do as a coach and trainer is more important than ever to get more people moving and people moving more.
所以你看，身为教练而言，我们现在的工作的重要性是有史以来最强大的，因为我们的工作就是要把我们的会员从沙发上面、从手机上面拉起来，让他们开始产生身体活动。
So let's take a look at the role of the immune system. And I'm going to give you, because it's such a complex system with some pretty sophisticated science, I'm going to give you an appreciation of the system and how the system communicates together as a little bit of a highlight overview, so we can also graduate and spend most of our time on the practical program that I can give you.
好，那接下来我们讨论一下免疫系统，因为免疫系统是一个非常非常复杂的一个人体的结构，所以如果真的要讲的话，会讲得非常非常细，所以接下来呢，我只会跟大家稍微简短介绍一下免疫系统在人体当中扮演的角色以及它的功能，然后我们会很快的把话题转移到实际上我们要如何来提升免疫系统，有哪些方法。
The immune system is your body's natural defense system to defend itself against antigens, which are different foreign substances that enter the body.
那免疫系统就是人体的自我防御系统，当它侦测到了有外来不怀好意的，比如说病毒啊、细菌啊或之类的，它会动员体内所有对抗外来病毒的所有系统来对抗这些伤害人体的来源。
There's many different cells, tissues, multiple organs, and chemicals they trigger that all communicate together to work as an effective system. Think of it as an army that's working in your favor.
所以我们免疫系统呢会有很多的，比如说免疫球的细胞，有一些腺体组织，还有器官，甚至一些酵素会共同工作。所以你就想想，连接起来它是一支军队，军队里面有不一样的有炮兵、步兵、有骑兵，大家联合起来共同作战。
So we can defend ourselves against bacteria, viruses, parasites, and funguses.
所以我们透过了免疫系统呢，就能够有足够的能力来对抗外来的病毒啊、细菌啊、过敏源啊等等。
Part of the immune system is about identifying and recognizing millions of different foreign substances, antigens, and that recognition triggers an immune response to organize what's needed to eradicate them.
所以人体呢是非常奇妙的运作的精细的机器，这些免疫系统它能识别，如果今天一个外来细菌，它能够判定这个细菌会不会对人体产生伤害，如果没事的话，它放它过关，有事的话马上会发警报，把所有的免疫系统大军招募过来，一起对抗这个外来的细菌。那有些会在过程当中会让身体产生一些过敏的反应啊，或者这些都是我们的免疫系统在对抗外来侵略过程当中产生的一些症状。
Let's gain an appreciation for the scope of all of the organs of the immune system.
那我们很快的稍微看一下我们体内所有的免疫系统的器官。
Starting at the top of the body, we have our tonsils and our lymph nodes and our lymphatic vessels that contribute.
那最上面是我们的扁桃腺，还有淋巴结跟淋巴管，喉部的。
Your thymus and your spleen reside amongst your main organs.
再是我们的甲状腺，那甲状腺是我们维持人体正常代谢以及器官运作的主要的一个腺体。
And we have key lymph nodes as part of our lymphatic system in different areas of the body.
那大家看，比如说在腋下啊，或者是我们的髋关节，就是胯下，这些都有淋巴结，这也是我们体内免疫系统不同分布的部位。
And then we have our bone marrow, which is important to cellular production, and in particular with the immune system, our white blood cells.
那接下来是骨髓，因为我们知道，骨髓是透过骨髓我们可以制造最主要我们身体体内白血球细胞的来源。
So we'll do a highlight snapshot of the key active players on this immune system team.
那我们很快的来跟大家过一下我们免疫系统里面的细胞团队有哪些。
Your T lymphocytes travel both through blood vessels and the lymphatic system to help eradicate foreign substances.
那一个是 T 淋巴细胞，它来自胸腺的。那 T 淋巴细胞呢，它会在我们的血管以及淋巴系统当中不断的歼灭外来的病毒。
Now your B lymphocytes, being plasma cells, also travel in the bloodstream to secrete antibodies that ambush antigens.
那 B 淋巴细胞呢，它同样的还有浆细胞，它也在我们的血管当中，它能够结合了我们相对应的抗体，一起来歼灭这些入侵的病毒。
And your natural killer cells, they attack your healthy cells that are infected specifically with viruses.
好，那这个是自然，应该是杀手细胞啦。自然的杀手淋巴细胞，它会攻击这些已经被感染的正常细胞，然后把这些细胞能够移除掉。
Your monocytes and your macrophage are scavengers. We call them scavengers because they get rid of worn out cells and they get rid of extraneous debris.
那再是单核细胞跟巨噬细胞，我们把它当作是一个清道夫或回收者，因为他们会把所有被细胞被感染的细胞会吞噬的细胞，经过免疫系统攻击以后，他们会把它吃掉、消灭掉。
These granulocytes are released enzymes, very small particles that are specific for infections.
那这些粒细胞呢，它能够对被感染的一些细胞释放一些酵素，这些酵素能够集中所有的免疫系统来一起攻击这些病毒。
All right, good. And one more component to look at are the molecules of the immune system, and these are largely proteins.
那接下来我们看看到免疫系统里面的这些分子。那以下我们跟大家讲的这些基本上都是蛋白质。
The antibodies are essentially a large protein that neutralizes bacteria.
那抗体呢，基本上我们都知道，它是一种比较大的蛋白质分子。它能够中和外来病毒细菌的感染。
And you have your antibodies. Your antibodies here is the main protein to neutralize bacteria, and complement those molecules are a bigger system of 25 proteins that help the antibodies destroy the bacteria. So they work together.
好，那我们的抗体基本上在对抗中和的病毒之后呢，会呼唤补体来。那补体基本上有25个蛋白质所构成，它会跟抗体同时把抗体把细菌消灭了以后呢，补体会贡献它的蛋白质，帮助我们恢复每个细胞原来的这个结构。
And the cytokines are like a chemical switch, like a switch on the wall. A chemical switch that turns on the immune system, so it goes into action.
那这个细胞因子或是又叫细胞酵素，那它的功能是能够它受到的激活以后，它跟开关一样，它能够瞬间的把我们免疫系统战斗的开关打开。
Now, more specifically, we have our antibodies, our system, our complement system of 25 proteins, the cytokines that flip the switch, and more specifically, the interleukins produce the T cells.
那更具体一点是，比如说，我们受到病毒的攻击或者细菌的感染以后，我们抗体会出来补体，带着它25种蛋白质在旁边等，等到抗体把那个病毒消灭以后，再让细胞重新合成。那细胞因子就在后面提升这两者共同的那个功能，而且能够释放 T 细胞。
And lastly, in that system of molecules of the immune system, your interferon protein interferes or inhibits virus replication.
那最后一个是我们在免疫系统最小分子的另外最后一个工程是干扰素。这干扰素能够释放一定的酵素来抑制外来的病毒在活跃。
Okay, so the practical application of a program that we can utilize to enhance that entire immune system, we'll refer to that as a modern holistic 360-degree program.
好，接下来我们要讨论一下，就是我们刚刚知道的免疫系统运作有哪一些组成之后呢，这才是我们今天要讨论的重点，就是如何打造一个又实用又实际又直接360度全方位的一个免疫系统提升的方案。
There's going to be some things that you're already doing that are in your favor.
那说不定里面我们提到的有一些东西你目前已经在用了。
This will help you be able to, number one, to package some ideas that you can consult to your clients.
所以这个呢能够帮助大家，说不定能够给大家一些想法帮助你在下次在跟会员咨询的时候呢，能够帮助他们。
And number two, to have your pen ready or your phone or your tablet so that when you see things that are either different and add to what you're doing or widen the spectrum so you can have more variety, then please make good notes.
再来呢，比如说你现在如果你坐在电脑前面，你可以把你的平板啊、手机啊或者电脑准备好。如果看到我们等一下有讲到一些还不错的内容，你可以赶快把它笔记下来。这个你就会回家以后你就思考，我要怎么样把这个策略呢，放到我自己或会员的生活当中，或者我要怎么样来建议他。
First thing we hear for everything seems to be water. If it's fitness, drink more water. Sport performance, hydrate. Lose fat, hydrate. And it's true. The main composition of our body is water, and hydration is key. This is top on my list because most people are not properly hydrated despite that knowledge. And without this, nothing else works optimally.
好，第一个提升免疫系统，你看我放在第一项的是水和喝水，因为在健身，如果以我们私教而言，我们应该是水喝的最多一个族群。那你要增加运动表现，你要喝水；你要增肌，你要喝水；你甚至要减肥，你都要喝水。但是很多人就是怕什么水分不敢喝太多，其实水分是因为我们人体有90%的内容都是以水，血液里面90%的成分是水，所以你如果水喝的不够，你身体的正常运作会受到影响，那你也不要想增肌或燃脂会有多好的效果。
Most importantly, 3 things. Number 1, water helps to remove toxins. And number 2, it helps to deliver and break down nutrients.
那所以水有非常非常多的功能。第一个排毒，好，我们喝水了以后，你会上厕所，特别是小便，那这是人体过滤毒素的唯一的方式。所以你如果狂喝水，对，你会狂上厕所，但是上厕所的过程当中，就会把你身体多余的毒素排走。然后第二个呢，水分可以帮助我们消化跟分解食物，水分能够帮助我们吸收更多的营养。
And it's also because water, we know it's an easily absorbed, it's an effective delivery system, then what we put in the water can help us also.
那我们知道，水分，因为血液里面最主要成分就是水分，然后我们所有糖类、脂肪、蛋白质跟营养素、激素都是靠血浆输送。那有很多营养素是溶于水的，所以也就是说，如果我们的身体的含水量充足的话，身体就有更多的机会吸收养分。
So let's look at improving the variety of how you have the variety of what you hydrate with.
好，那我们看一下我们有没有策略提升我们水合状态。
This, for example, is 90% water with 10% oregano oil.
所以比如说这个是我这杯里面90%是水分，然后10%呢，我放了一点像是类似天然的草本的一些香料啊，跟一些油脂之类的。
So to figure out what your daily mix is, there's a question a lot on warm water or cold water. A little bit of that is Eastern versus Eastern and Western. But really the warm water is known to be healthier for your system. But the more important question is, which would you drink more of? I encourage drinking filtered water. Water in North America that's not filtered, we're not only going to get a lot of fluoride and chemicals, but there's also trace elements of pharmaceuticals that are washed down the sink and toilet that end up in our drinking water. So I want to filter my water, and then I just want to drink as much as possible as often. So if that's ice cold and you're going to drink 10 times as much, that's better.
好，那第一个，你到底该喝温水还喝冷水？它知道东西方的文化不同啦，因为在东方好像说，什么温水啊，什么对什么比较好啊之类的。那在西方在西医里面的观点，不全然是这么认为的，但是他认为，到底要哪一种水，会比较好，取决于如果你温水对你来讲，你每天可以喝得多，那你就喝温水；如果冷水或者冰水，每一天你能够喝得更多，那你就选择温度比较低一点的水。所以重点是你要选择水的温度是能够让你每天大量喝水。那当然西方它比较没有像我们东方那种把水煮开了以后再喝的这种习惯，所以他们基本上都是直接喝水龙头漏出来的自来水。所以他会建议，如果你要直接饮用水龙头里面漏出来水，最好加一个过滤器，你把那个水里面一些杂质啊、一些脏东西滤掉了以后，你再喝。要不然我们喝水原来用意是借由喝水小便的过程当中排除掉毒素啊，如果你一些水没有过滤的话，反而你喝了更多的毒素。
Right. And here I have a coconut, drinking coconut water. So anytime we can hydrate with something that grows naturally, is more nutrient dense, and coconut water specifically complements our bloodstream really well.
那大家看到这个右边的图片里面，他拿的是他在喝椰子汁，他觉得椰子汁完美。第一个丰富的水分，这个椰子里面它是天然的，然后你在椰子汁里面，它除了水分之外，还有很多的维生素跟矿物质，它能够很完美的把这些营养素灌注到我们血流当中，给身体来使用。
Lemon water is very calming on our body, calming on the inside of our body. Of course, with warm water, even better.
那柠檬水呢？因为柠檬本身有非常大量的维生素 C， 所以他认为，柠檬水如果配合了冷水一起饮用呢，第一个它有点味道，大家会更容易接受；第二个对身体有额外的一些帮助。
Each morning, I mix with water raw apple cider vinegar and raw coconut vinegar. And besides making you scrunch up your face and pucker your lips, it helps with fat metabolism, and a lean, fit body is better. But it's a good neutralizer on the inside of our body.
所以他每天早上起来他会喝生苹果醋，再加上配合上一些生椰子醋。那因为他本身早上起来他需要用这些提神，所以他不是用咖啡。 所以这些东西它喝起来，除了能够马上他觉得哦，脸上眼睛都发光了，同时这些因为醋里面有一些非常好的酵素，能够帮助我们人体肠胃以及一些代谢能够更加的健康。
Still under hydration and popular all around the world are herbal teas, organic herbal teas. If we can, green tea, dandelion tea, and licorice root, three top favorites that assist our immune function.
再加上是一些草本茶，那现在全世界养生的一些那个观念抬头啊，而且我们现在也发现一些草本植物里面它所含的一些营养素，甚至会高过我们从一些日常生活饮食所摄取的，所以它本身它也非常推荐，比如说你可以使用一些我们在它图片上面它提供的像什么绿茶、蒲公英或者是甘草根啊、抹茶或者这类的加在水分里面，然后这些可以经常饮用，因为它没有很多刺激性的内容物，而且同时它有很大的营养素，甚至你可以当水喝。
Three other options to put in hot, warm, or room temperature water is ashwagandha root powder, matcha powder, and in my case, I have a mushroom powder. I have a 5 mushroom blend.
好，那这个剩下下面给大家的一些建议就是，如果像抹茶、菌类混合物跟印度人参根的这些萃取物啊，你要泡在冰水、冷水、热水、滚水里面喝，其实都可以。所以他觉得这种东西，第一个随身携带，第二个你可以根据个人饮水的习惯，然后加一点在里面，蛮好的。
These indirectly elevate our immune system. One, by helping the healthfulness of our organs, and number two, by accentuating our hormonal system.
好，那这些我们刚刚说一些草本植物的一些饮料除了帮助我们喝水之外，它们有直接帮助，首先是提升我们免疫系统的功能，再来呢有助于我们内脏器官的正常运作。
Okay, and on water hydration, from fighting off your common cold and flus and accentuating our immune system overall is a mixture of herbs, turmeric, ginger, and cayenne pepper mixed together with water.
好，那如果要比如说你要对抗，比如你感冒了，或是你要预防感冒，或者你要提高免疫系统的功能的话，它的推荐是黄生姜加上一点点的辣椒水，因为它是这种是比较辛香料，它对身体的免疫系统有激活的一些功能，然后你可以把这些东西配合上的水，然后来饮用。
When I'm asked about how much to put in, we naturally start a little bit light because your taste buds must be able to tolerate it and learn, graduate to enjoying it. So start light, figure out what you can tolerate, figure out if you enjoy this drink and can sip on it through the day, and then start to add to shake more powder in to make it more dense as your taste buds adjust.
所以人家问说，哎，这个，因为他把它当做一个日常的饮料来喝，然后泡在水里面，然后说，那你这种辛香料的这种生姜加辣椒水，你要一开始加多少？他的建议是，你先加一丢丢，就每个人对于这种辛香料的味觉以及肠胃接受度不一样，所以你可以先加一点点，如果觉得哎还行，慢慢能够适应了，你慢慢再增加它的分量。最重点是这些东西你放在水壶里面，你可以带着到处跑，你甚至可以喝一天，只要不会让你觉得有一些那个味觉啊或其他的不适应，其实这个对身体是有好处的。
If you're keen on this but have a little bit of trouble with the taste, then you can add it alternatively to orange juice or another fruit-based juice.
那如果比如说泡水，它那个味道啊，就是那个呛辣的味道，你还是觉得有点接受困难的话，那你可以把它泡在新鲜的橙汁或者新鲜的 水果果汁里面来做替代。
Three drinks in the juice category that are very effective: fresh grapefruit juice, which is acidic, but it is converted into alkaline to raise our pH.
好，那接下来呢，喝水的另外几个建议呢，我觉得也是蛮好的，就是一些天然的水果、蔬菜果汁。那它那个除了可以帮助我们身体免疫系统运作之外呢，它还能够改善我们血液的 pH， 也就是酸碱值。
And two other mixtures: a carrot, beet, apple, often with also ginger, and a cabbage with a mix of dark greens, are both powerful for our health and our immune system.
那除了葡萄柚汁有丰富的维生素 C 之外，比如说胡萝卜甜菜苹果汁跟卷心菜，再加上深绿色蔬菜的综合汁，那这些呢一样有丰富的维生素、矿物质之外呢，对免疫系统也有非常好的正面的帮助。
And then kind of what I'm famous for that visitors have tried and reported on is what's called a plant mud. It's called a plant mud because there's been up to 21 plant-based ingredients in this blender.
好，那他本人最引以为豪的那个祖传自制秘方呢，就是每次有客人来他家找他玩，他一定会招待他们这个叫做植物泥，它里面呢包含了21种草本的蔬菜水果还有植物打在一起，然后营养密度非常高，而且吃起来味道也非常好。
You look at a lot of the shakes and the protein shakes in fitness, they're essentially protein with some kind of sugar drink.
那我们仔细想一下，我们在平常在日常生活里面喝的一些蛋白粉啊，那蛋白粉整杯其实以蛋白质为主，然后加了一些糖。
Use the widest variety of plant-based ingredients to mix up together, and of course you can have a water or a juice-based base to put it in.
那我们鼓励大家，如果你在家，你可以使用这些蔬菜这些综合蔬菜水果汁。那甚至你要的话，你可以加一杯的，比如说不一样的新鲜果汁去调味，或是你干脆就直接加水，其实也蛮好的。
It's like drinking wine or drinking scotch. It's an acquired taste, and you start to appreciate the subtleties in the different textures and tastes.
所以你在品尝这些，比如说那个蔬菜水果汁啊，你就想象你在品尝那个红酒啊，或者你在品尝那个威士忌一样，就是每一种配方它有不一样的那个滋味，你可以很好的去咀嚼它。
A great option, and which I utilize because I usually travel so much, so I want something portable to take into other countries, is a canister of organic greens powder. These would be dozens and dozens of different herbs and plants that are ground down into a powder, and the potency of that is very high. For one scoop of it, the volume of nutrients is extraordinarily high.
那比如说我经常出差旅行，那每个国家基本上都不会允许你带新鲜的蔬果入境嘛。那我用的方法就是我会买那种有机的那个营养粉，这营养粉里面包含了有很多的草本植物，新鲜的蔬菜水果的萃取物，然后我放在一个小盒子里面，所以我到了任何国家，我直接把这个粉拿出来泡水，那里面它只要1小匙，但是里面的营养价值非常非常高，就能够提供我一整天那个自然食物所需的一些养分。
Just a common theme is to feed your potential.
这是一个 我们常常看到激发潜能的一个例子。
Give a little bit more thought to what you allow inside your body.
就是给予你一些对你身体内部正在运作一些运转方式更有一些想法。
And so with that, this is my personal top 12 foods, real whole foods that are contribute to overall health and directly impact our immune system.
这是我本人首选出来能够对免疫系统有正面帮助的头12项食物。
I'll let you read those on your own while I make note that the most important component is more variety of different types of nutritious foods and to look for foods that have the highest density, which means for a given volume of food, there's more nutrients.
所以这个12个我就不一一的念，大家可以把它抄起来啊，或者是拍一张照片把它拍下来。那基本上我的最大重点就是第一个，我的营养素来源是多样性的，我不会单单从一种食物摄取固定的营养，我会交替的不同的食物，同样的营养素在不一样食物里面，它伴随的结果也会不一样。再来就是我选择的这一些食物的营养密度都非常高，换句话说，我可以不用吃很大一份量，但是它能够给我充足的营养成分。
Did you know that even most fit, lean fitness enthusiasts and most highly conditioned athletes eat a very, very narrow spectrum of foods? They eat the same foods every week.
所以大家有没有观察到，比如说我们平常观察到一些有在打比赛的选手，他们说他非常健康，他们说他们怎么样，吃的低脂、低卡、低盐怎么样，但是你发现他们的食物基本上每天没什么太大变化，每天都是同样的东西，每天都是同样的东西，每天都是同样的东西。
It's not uncommon for fitness competitors, physique and bodybuilding, who are really focused on max muscle mass and getting extraordinarily lean. They're eating such a narrow selection of foods, they're actually malnourished.
所以特别是在最常见的是我们比如说像比赛健美啊、形体啊这一些，他们需要降低体脂肪，然后让肌肉维度非常非常的明显，所以他们说每天吃的非常健康，水煮鸡胸肉、西兰花，但是发现每天都是鸡胸肉、西兰花，鸡胸肉、西兰花，鸡胸肉、西兰花，讲是讲这些东西健康，但是我们观察到他吃的食物种类太狭隘了，所以看似健康，其实它的营养素有受到了非常非常大的限制，所以我们应该是要想办法把我们的食物能够全面化，整个在多方面的在做思考。
So my challenge for you would simply be to add new foods to your diet, keeping the good foods that you already eat, so you're rotating through a wider spectrum of foods and nutrients.
所以我给大家的最大的课题挑战就是了，你可不可以在保有你目前既定的饮食之下呢，慢慢的加入一些营养价值高的新食物，然后渐渐的把你旧有的食物去替换掉，这样就可以变成一个循环。你一段时间有一些不一样的东西进来，那一段时间再换一个新的菜单。
Okay, supplementation, and this is the supplementation list that I've utilized from a sport performance, from training hard to add musculature and to lean up, and as well when I was battling and returning from cancer under a more serious health issue. In all three of those conditions, to have the highest immune function and to restore from all of those stressors and to have a robust, healthy system, this was my top supplementation list.
好，那我们讲的是营养补充剂啊，那这营养补充剂 是我建议给我所有在参加比赛的职业运动员，他需要额外补充的。同时，我之前在得癌症治疗，我从治疗完要恢复到正常生活的当中，我所摄取这些额外的营养补充剂。那这些营养补充剂能够帮助我们人体加快运作，提升免疫系统的功能。所以我们过去想到营养补充剂不是只有蛋白粉，这些其实也扮演着非常重要的角色。
Zinc, magnesium, vitamin C, vitamin D3 and K2, and B12 are all essential for the full healthfulness of our human operating system. And they're secondly also what we can turn to when we're starting to feel run down or people around us are sick. These we can superdose, and they're shown to give a boost to our immune system.
那我们看，比如说锌啊、镁啊、维生素 C、D3、K2跟 B12，那这些呢，平常有益于维持我们人体正常的功能。而比如说，当你因为过度的训练啊、比赛啊、身体状况、免疫系统暂时低下的时候，我们补充这些维生素、矿物质，能够在最短时间之内就把我们的身体内在的运作系统呢再拉回到正常的水平。
Colloidal silver has a direct action on viruses, and marine phytoplankton, a chaga extract, a mushroom extract, oregano oil, and pine pollen are all about our cellular landscape. Having a more peaceful, healthy cellular landscape that can work at its best.
那比如像是胶体银啊，这个东西能够直接的帮助我们对抗病毒。那下面像海洋浮游植物啊，白化溶提取物这些菌类的提取物啊，还有牛至油啊，这些都能够有助于我们在细胞层面的正常运作以及维持细胞的健康。
Omega-3 is important because a lot of our high stress living that keeps our cortisol levels at a sustained too high level, and as well the genetically modified foods that we eat, and a lot of genetically modified corn that's in as filler in a lot of packaged food. All of those things artificially elevate omega-6 to far too high a level, and that can increase inflammation in the body, which can lead to things like cancer and more minor illnesses. So we don't need any omega-3 supplementation, but to rebalance that, choosing omega-3 is a smart choice. And if all of these supplements, I was only going to choose one, omega-3 would be the top.
好，那我们一般比如说你在一些过大的压力源导致你皮质醇飙的跟高的跟什么鬼一样，这是一个导致慢性疲劳综合症。那或者是我们平常吃这些食物，比如说有基因改良一些什么什么肉类啊，什么加很多激素，那些有毒的物质吃进来了以后，会让身体产生发炎的反应，因为这些东西对身体是有负面的，所以会让我们免疫系统开始跟他们做战斗，然后会把我们 omega-6 的水平提高。那如果 omega-6 水平的提高，身体的发炎状况会更加的持续，所以我们需要，因为omega-3 跟omega-6 它是处于一个抗衡的状态，所以 omega-3 能够直接的帮助我们降低身体的发炎反应，所以 omega-3 呢，我们人体不用摄取非常多，只要吃一点点就有效果。所以如果你这个图片里面你要我只挑一个营养补充品推荐的话，我会说 omega-3。
Very good. And at the bottom of our list, our organic greens powder I mentioned, which is a great potent mixture of a wide spectrum of plant and herb nutrients.
那再来那个有机的蔬菜粉就像 我刚提到的，那它是有机的，所以没有经过过多人工加工处理的，是天然的，所以保留了很多我们需要的维生素、矿物质在里面。
That's improving our entire operating system of our body. Well, echinacea and golden seal, especially in a liquid form, have more of a direct assistance to our immune function.
那我们最后看讲像那个松果菊啊，还有白毛梗啊，特别是液态的松果菊，你用喝的，你饮用进来以后，它能够更快速的帮助我们人体进入一个正常的运转状态。
Okay, one of our sweet spots, exercise. I want you to think of exercise differently. Think of exercise how the body does, which is stress.
好，接下来我们让大家想一想，我们用不一样的观点来思考一下锻炼。其实锻炼对身体本身来讲就是一个压力。
It's a positive stress that causes beneficial adaptations in the body.
那这对身体来讲是一种正面的压力，这种压力会促使身体产生生理适应，去变得更好。
But too intense an exercise for too long of a time without the right opportunity to rest and restore lowers our immune system.
但是如果过高强度的训练，而且持续过久呢，反而会导致我们免疫系统功能下降。
Now, if you are feeling run down, you feel like you sense that gosh, I don't feel quite right. I could be getting sick. Getting into motion with light exercise helps a positive mind and emotion, which does help our biology. And light exercise in of itself does help to elevate and restore the immune function.
好，如果你突然有一天你觉得今天不在状态，今天想练但是有点力不从心或意兴阑珊的话，不要怀疑，你马上就把你的训练改成一些轻强度的运动，有可能你是过度疲劳，然后还没有恢复过来。那我们可以透过轻强度的一些运动呢，这是一个窗口，让你的免疫系统呢有足够的时间恢复到正常的水平，而低强度的运动呢，能够帮助你的意识转化为一个比较积极正面的一个态度。
So what about nature in the immune system? We know that movement is good. What if we move out in nature? And we call this ecotherapy.
那再我们看一下自然，就大自然跟免疫系统相互的关系。那我们在大自然环境之中锻炼呢，我们把它叫做称为生态疗法。
When you're out in nature with all kinds of growth and moving water and tall trees and forest and ferns, it's very alive energy. We call it high vibration energy.
所以当你在大自然环境之下做锻炼呢，比如说你看到有大树、神木啊，或者旁边有流动的河水啊，或是山里面有风啊，我们把它当做我们就把它称为这是生命能量非常强大的一种磁场震动。那这些震动、这些波动呢，能够提高我们的人体以身心灵方面。
Your brain on nature and the emotions that come from how we think are more positive and peaceful. Scientific research shows that positively affects our biology inside our body.
那你对一件事情的看法，你对任何一个事件任何一件事件的思考模式，来自于你对你的认知，就是你的观点。那这些观点呢，来自于你的心理状态。也就是说，如果这科学研究出来的，在心理学方面被证实，如果你的心理是正面的，你看事情的观点就会不一样。你看事情观点不一样的话，就会影响到之后你做事情的不同结果。而大自然能够转化我们一些负面的观点变成正面的。
The oxygen that we breathe in a dense forest is measurably cleaner and a higher quality for us.
而在大自然里面的氧容量跟氧质量都是非常非常好的。
And although sort of cosmopolitan city environments that there's so many incredible things that we love about that, it's also an artificial environment for us, and deprivation from nature continually has shown to depress the immune system.
那虽然我们现在在现代化的都市当中的生活更加的方便，但是我们看到我们所看之处，墙啊、什么地板啊、屋子啊，甚至在市区的一些小桥流水，它都是人造的，所以会导致我们现在目前人类的生活呢，对于自然的环境相当的匮乏。那我们长期处于在一个人造，然后而且密闭式很有压力的环境当中，不知不觉也会把我们免疫系统拉低。
Now let's talk about mindset and not overlook the power of this.
那我们现在看一下我们的心态，而且我们绝对不能忽视心态对于我们的影响。
Our thoughts affect ourselves. I was traveling before COVID-19 to China once a month, and China truly became my second home.
要不是有新冠病毒，要不然我几乎每1-2个月我就会来中国一次，中国几乎变成我第2个家了。
Now, in terms of jet lag, if I anticipated the jet lag was inevitable and I was going to feel terrible, my mind would convince my biology and my body to feel terrible.
所以我每一次因为毕竟会有时差，那如果每一次我下飞机，我不能得到好好的休息，我没有办法调整时差，我立马要参与一些活动的话，我因为休息不足，我精神会受影响，我就会产生一些对事情有些恐惧感或者排斥感，那这些就会影响到我的心态，会影响到我免疫系统的功能。
But if I was certain and told myself that travel was going to be easy, it was going to be enjoyable, and I was going to feel great, wouldn't you know it? I'd have a good experience and I would feel great.
那如果我知道这些事情会发生，那我在事前我就告诉我自己，这一次的旅行将是一次非常有趣的旅程，然后我如果抵达了目的地以后，我做的一切会非常好玩，那我的心态就会不一样，我从排斥我没有睡饱要参与有一些恐惧感，我就转化成我会迫不及待的期望。
What's important to know is that our body's smart, and fear of any kind is not good for us from our mindset, because it shifts energy from our immune function to more energy to whatever the perceived threat is that we need to apply our energy to surviving that and dealing with that.
所以重点是我们身体是非常非常聪明的，所以刚刚讲你的认知会影响你的情绪，情绪会影响你的健康。因为比如说像刚刚举的例子，你对某一件事情已经有事先产生一些恐惧，那身体意识到了你在惧怕某件事情，它会辨识成那个压力源，它就会把你的免疫系统从正常运作抽过去，让你准备要对抗一些压力源或者处理你的恐惧状态。它反而会影响到你原来身体正常的运作，但反过来说，如果你能用不一样的方式去看待它的话，你的身体整个运作的系统就不会被影响的这么大。
Look, our mindset is a factor of the lens that we choose to see through, our perception and perspective.
所以我们的心态其实是我们看事物的一个镜片，一个望远镜。我们从自己的双眼透过的这个镜片，这个镜片决定了你怎么看到外来的世界。如果这个镜片擦得很亮，你看到的世界就是明亮；如果这个镜片很污浊，你看到的就是不清楚，就是负面的。所以调整好我们的心态，你可以自我的激励， 你可以自我的暗示或自我的事先调整好情绪。
Secondly, our mindset is a function of the self-talk. Our thoughts, some people think they're just passengers to their thoughts, but we create our thoughts. We create our thoughts, and our thoughts create our actions and our emotions.
那再来呢，我们的心态呢，取决于我们的自我对话，因为常常我们会以为，哎，我现在心里怎么想的，都是我接触到外在一些环境，外在环境给我一些讯息，然后引发我一些想法，但事实上你可以自我对话，你可以自己跟自己解读现在分析现在什么样的环境，我可不可以不要这么小题大做，我可不可以换一个观点，所以自我的对话、自我的暗示、自我的激励能够改变你的观点，影响到你的情绪。
Improve our perception and improve our self-talk so that we're not artificially creating negative drama, and will have a more positive effect on our biology to keep our immune system at a peak level.
所以重点是我们要如何自我调试，如何自我启动我们心里面的声音，然后引导我们自己去思索一下我们现在情绪到底是好还不好。如果我们能够转念，把所有的事情都以积极的这个态度来看待的话，对我们的免疫系统就不会有太大的冲击与影响，那我们就能够以最正常的状态去面对每一天的一个挑战。
And my simplest but number one formula that I can share with you is to be more present in each moment. Presentness brings gratefulness, and gratefulness brings happiness. And it is that simple. It's a 3-pillar program.
好，那我给大家最好的一个建议呢，就是活在当下。你只要能够投入当下，你会心存感激。只要你对任何事情心存感激，你自然会活得快乐。一个快乐的人，免疫系统的功能很自然而然的，它就会处于一个非常正常的运作状态。
All right. We'll take a look at also just a few other things that we can touch on to bring our presentation home here and round out your program.
好，接下来我们讨论一下，还有哪些其他的东西能够帮助我们提升我们身体的正常运作以及免疫系统的功能呢
？Research shows that music therapy lowers stress and anxiety, helps balance your internal system, and help the immune system.
好，现在已经不断的有很多的科学研究证实了，某些音乐的确能够帮助我们恢复身体的状态，提升免疫系统的运作，以及减低身体所面对的压力。
There's certain tones and rhythms that are shown to be therapeutic, but in considering what works best, here's 3 different examples. This is on my dock at my home with a friend who's playing this very relaxing guitar. It's called a sitar.
好，那哪一种类型的音乐对于恢复啊或者放松最好呢？那他会给大家几个例子啦。那大家看到这个照片上是在他家的后院的码头上，然后这是他朋友在弹奏非常轻柔的古典吉他。
And this is in Vancouver at one of our beaches where you can see the sunset, and in the evening there's a drum circle where hundreds of people bring their drums to a rhythmic beat, and everyone relaxes with their feet in the sand and the beautiful sunset.
好，然后这是在温哥华的海边，那这边海边是一个活动，大家海边聚会，然后有很多的朋友把他们自己的鼓带来，然后在一边观赏的日落，一边他们在演奏这些击打乐，然后能够让人家伴随着那个太阳下山，听着这些很有节奏的击打乐，感觉就让人家能够疗愈。
Those type of environments and that style of music, especially if we were doing meditation, rhythmic mobility, or stretching, are most conducive to restoring our immune system.
那重点是，这是根据研究一些固定节奏，然后慢速而且轻柔的音乐，比如像吉他或鼓声啊，特别有具体的效果，能够帮助我们降低压力。甚至这些音乐，你可以在冥想啊、拉伸啊，或者说瑜伽的时候放作背景音乐，更能够让所有的人在短时间随着音乐，整个人就压力就释放。
But 7 days a week all the time, the type of music that works best for immune system is the music that you love the most. This is one of my senior coaches. He's been with me for over 10 years. He's also a professional drummer in a rock band, pretty heavy music, but that stimulates him in a positive way because he loves it with all his spirit and passion.
那我们在图片里面，这是他下面的他的一个学生，他一个徒弟，也是他们的首席教练之一。那他白天除了是体能训练教练之外，他同时晚上也在那个夜店。他本身是一个热门乐团里面的鼓手，而且担任了鼓手10年之多。对他而言，这种重金属的摇滚乐一听到人马上就肾上腺狂飙，然后他听到这个音乐，人会充满了激情，然后很正面，然后那个非常非常的打鸡血。
Right. And talking about love and passion, looking at the time, I do need to bring things to conclusion. So I don't minimize the power of this, but I'm just going to touch on it quickly.
好，接下来我们要看一下最后一些我们能够提升免疫系统的方式，然后我们很快的跟大家做个介绍。
Your clients will like this a lot better than your exercise news, but love, touch, proximity, hugging, and sexual intimacy all boost immune function 30%. So there's some good news for you.
好，那这个应该大家会你自己或者会员应该会蛮喜欢听到的，就是感觉被爱或者两性有适当的亲密关系，如果能够有那个很完美、很规律的热烈鼓掌的这些关系的话，能够提高免疫系统，提高到30%，哎，我靠！
Now you have your homework to do for your health program. And within that love and the immune system is family connection, having a safe environment, having a positive environment.
然后再来呢是关爱，我们刚刚前面讲的关爱是两性，我们现在讲的关爱呢，是家庭的，甚至是人与人之间的。
And that includes yourself, being at peace with yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself, and give yourself lots of love, give yourself lots of positive energy.
好，那最重要的是，你要爱别人之前，你有没有先爱自己？你不要给自己太大压力，不要对自己要求太高。那你要随时能够清理一下自己复杂的思绪，然后才能让你的身体整个运作健康与正常。
Yeah, and not hanging on to negative emotions, finding a way to move forward and creating a positive chapter is key.
好，千万不要让自己陷落在一个愤怒有恨意以及埋怨的一个状态之中，因为我们知道这些负面情绪伴随着皮质醇升高，皮质醇一升高什么都不好了。
And within as trainers and coaches to help more people fall in love with fitness and an active, healthy, positive lifestyle.
再来呢，我们要协助别人，让我们所有的会员能够爱上运动，爱上积极健康的生活。
Keep connecting with your clients and your community and continue to inspire and elevate others.
所以我们要持续的与你的客户、与你的家人、与你的社会产生连结， 把我们的影响力能够扩展出去。
And on love and health and immune system, I want to wholeheartedly again thank you for joining me and being a lifelong learner so you can positively impact others. And thank you, Idea China, for bringing us all together.
好，那再度呢，我要感谢各位，我很荣幸能够跟各位是终身学习者在这边能够分享一些如何提升我们的关爱，这些关爱能够提升我免疫系统，所以希望大家透过今天的课能够学着怎么爱别人，怎么样爱自己，怎么样共同的提升我们的免疫系统。
I'd love to hear from you in the future with how you enjoyed this session and questions that you may have from it.
所以我也欢迎各位在未来，大家听完这堂课以后有什么想法或有什么实际上做法，也欢迎大家持续跟我交流。
And for now, I'll say thank you for this day. Really have gratefulness. We're here today. Thank you for this day. Say it out loud and say it with passion.
好，所以我现在要用我最大的激情跟最大的诚意呢，再次告诉大家，感谢你们今天的到来，感谢大家愿意为这个产业付出一份精力。
And sending you off to be your greatest, I'll encourage you to be 100% yourself. Let the brightness inside of you out to inspire others. Show up genuine. Just let your brightest light shine, and you'll create a good path.
然后最后再鼓励大家，走出你自己的路，闪耀你自己的光芒，让你的光芒能够照亮别人，能够影响别人，改变别人。
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
谢谢各位，大家辛苦了，拜拜。
Bye-bye.